Finest of afternoons, YouTube, and welcome to Apollo the bomb site. We're inundated with stuff at the minute, but it's kitchen fitting day. Stay tuned. We're fitting out the kitchen and opposite cabinets today. We've already put the kitchen up just because that was the longer bit, and you know what the videos drag on like, so I thought we'd get the kitchen up and then we'd actually show you how we've done it while we're building the this opposite cabinet that's going at this side, because it's much smaller, so you can see it start to finish and it doesn't drag on like we normally do. It probably will drag on, let's be fair. But I'll show you the kitchen and how we've sort of put the kitchen together and how it's going to be laid out, and then we're going to jump into building the other side cabinet using the methods that we've used for the kitchen, so you can sort of see it all in reverse. So when I say the kitchen's fitted in, I mean the drop stuff all over the floor. The framework is up. So basically we've got the lightweight miniature sort of knockoff Belfast sink there built in, and then we have, this is our diesel hob, and then the 12-volt compressor fridge in that end there, and then everything built underneath. And obviously we're going to have doors and drawers and what have you throughout all of this. We went with pocket holes. If you don't own a pocket hole jig and you're building a camper van and you're not very good with wood, get one, because it just makes everything so simple. This is solid, and you really need Craig do a brilliant one that we've got, and it just makes joinery so easy. Every idiot can become a professional wood butcherer overnight with pocket holes. It makes everything so much easier. It's not the prettiest, but you're going to cover all of that, so it doesn't matter, you know, and it just makes the whole job so much easier and easy to knock everything together. So I would definitely recommend getting yourself a pocket hole jig, a decent one. The crap ones off eBay are crap ones off eBay. If you get the Craig one that we've got is brilliant. But yeah, so that's the framework of the kitchen, and now we're going to start building this cupboard here. We've got like a wardrobe going in, and then another little cupboard there, and going to have a worktop on it, and that's going to be the kids' rainy day entertainment centre. So the worktop for the kitchen, this was actually given to us. This is an old oak worktop, wants work and standing up and everything, but because of the width difference, we've managed to get our upstand out of it as well. And this is our template that we've made out of cardboard. So obviously the fridge there, the hob, sink, that should be linked up there, and then the narrow bit that comes off the end. Once we've got that mocked up, we can now transfer that onto the oak board and hope we don't get it wrong. So even though we did it on a template, obviously cardboard can flex, so once we've drawn around the template, we've gone back and plotted the main measurements again just to get nice, see the original template, so they're obviously not going to give you a nice true line. So once we've got the rough shape onto there, we've gone back and replotted and got nice measurements all the way around, and now it's time to cut it. I'm not looking forward to it. So first fit, all looking good. We're not using the 100mm upstand because of course the van's coming in like this. This is going to be cut and tiled so far up, because the van steps in, the 100mm upstand would have been like sort of standing right off here. So we're using the actual small cut as a little upstand, and obviously cut another piece for over there. All we need to do now is get it back in, get all these edges sanded down, neatened up, nice round over bit in the router, make that look neat and tidy. But So while we fetched it in for finishing off, we've also decided we're routing out half the depth in any large areas. That's here and over there, just to reduce weight. You know, all this don't need to be there. So that's a big, sort of 2 big chunks of the main areas where we can get half the weight gone. So yeah, this is getting boring. This is a really bad, boring task. Go. That's the worktop with the first coat of food safe oil on it. Ready to go in the van once it's had another couple of coats. Helper for the day. Say hi, Jasper. Say hi. Say hi. This is the pocket hole jig on its little pocket hole stand that I've made with pocket holes. So I've basically done that just so we can move it wherever I want it, whatever workbench, it just locks it in, just holds it, just gives you some of it to push against rather than clamping it down every time you need to use it. But anyway, sticky bit of wood in there. Lost my tripod, like I normally have. That goes in there. Undo that. We've got lovely pocket holes. So this is going in the van. This is the first upright. You'll see a bit of change in here because we've been knocking a few bits up. Overhead cupboards going up there, look. Overhead cupboards going up here. All done with this magic pocket hole jig. And this is going to be the first upright of our cabinet that's going in here that we're going to build now. Ideally, we would have stopped this here because this is going to be the width of our wardrobe that I'm building now, but just to make this easier, because this is actually an exact if we stand back here, so that small narrow cabinet there is exactly opposite the extractor fan there, and then every cabinet is exactly the same size. And then when you go to the other end, there's an oddment at the end, which is where the roof bellows down. So I'm not actually putting a cupboard door on there because obviously because of the shape of the roof, it'd look wonky. So that's going to be like a reach space from the cabinets in front. So those oddments are identical as well. So even though the van's a different length on either side because of the bathroom, we've managed to line it up so each everything works out perfectly and perfectly parallel, which I like a bit of symmetry. So anyway, pocket holes there and there. I pocket holed that just so we can go up into the roof, even though obviously we're going to be screwing to the wall, but we can go up into the roof and down into the floor. I've just gone mad with pocket holes, I just love it. So using those pocket holes, as you can see, we've just made a simple ladder going up. That's going to be the cupboard, and then we've built out, again, very simple joinery, but when it's all finished it's going to look lovely. This is for the housing for the beer fridge. As you can see, it's dusty because I've been sanding that down for paint. That's the side of the cabinet, the inlet for the night heater. And here's the secondary night heater that you would have seen in the all-in-one how to install it proper video. It's a bit messy in here at the minute, but yeah, so that's the wardrobe at this side. We have started painting now, trying to get paint on everywhere, just painting all the frames. If I can get far enough back, you can have a look down the van, but that's all these top cupboards in. Again, just need painting underneath some of them, and then all the doors can go on. And there's the doors, or most of them. But yeah, it's coming on. So cabinet's going up nicely. Over on the kitchen side, we've just made like a really simple drawer. Obviously, again, those two there, the drawer fronts. Literally made these out of scrap ply. As you can see, the ply's a bit ropey, it's a bit manky and horrible, but it's got a drawer front on it. So nice deep drawers, just two of those. So this one is going to be, it's literally just going to be a door with no hinges, fastened on with just rollerball fasteners, so it'll look like a normal cupboard, but it'll just pull off, because this is just sort of going to have electrics and what have you in it. So if I need to get in there and do anything, I don't want to be in this. You can see this is quite a tight gap, so you're trying to get a door, or maybe a bifold door, or even a double door, you're trying to open that, that's going to be a nightmare. I'd rather, if I was having to get in there and do something, I'd rather just be able to pull it off, move it out of the way and get in. So yeah, that's the cabinetry so far, coming along nicely. Look at paint on the dog crates. In fact, I'll show you the back of the dog crates. So if you remember me saying in previous videos, look, so that is going to be for our Akita full-size dog crate. This one is for our Frenchie, and then this upside down L shape is going to be our drying room when it's finished. So a hanging space there, and also boot storage there. And we've also found out that the kids' the kids' scooters actually fit upside down in there perfectly. So that's a, you know, sort of bit of boot space and storage area in the back there. You can see all the pipe work coming through for the bathroom. You have to make a door for that as well. But yeah, it's coming on. So ply shelves going in, all painted up, lovely. There you go, still need to do one for there. Fans on because it is absolutely melting. All the same there. Bottoms in, can't remember if I showed you that already. Now we've not done this in the video, just more shelves into what's going to go behind the kitchen doors. We're getting there anyway. Looks like an absolute pigsty, but the wife's painting in here, I'm chopping and sticking and nailing, and it's becoming a bit of a building site, but it's also starting to take shape. I'm actually starting to get excited. So we're at a point where I'm going to bring the video to an end. Somebody's got paint on the worktop. But anyway, so basically these are all the shaker doors that we made. Just coated with standard emulsion, built up in layers so you can sand it down and make it right. And then 2 coats of clear matte varnish. They're really durable. I've already had to wipe a few mishaps and they seem pretty good. But yeah, it all seems to be coming in. The reason I'm not finishing the whole video like normal, I'm waiting on stuff. I need a few hinges, so I can't actually finish it off until they arrive. But that's the kitchen cupboards. Just used easy fix hinges which hold up, hold down. Obviously there's going to be another cage to match that. We've got it and it's made, it's just we ain't got any hinges. But there's one dog crate. Obviously the second dog crate, a bit dark in there. These were made out of the same shaker frame, and then this is our old rabbit hutch that's been upcycled, and luckily there was 2 pieces out of it that fitted over both of those doors quite well. But yeah. Pretty happy with how this has all turned out. wardrobe space. Add this in as well. Kerry's been creative. Got a cork board. I believe it's a A3 cork board and an A3 map of Europe, and mounted the two together after painting it to match the cabinets. So now we can put pins where we've been. Although I think Europe might be a bit optimistic. So just so you can see what we're going to do to finish these end panels off, if you look way up down the van, obviously the roof drops off at the end there. So a door was going to be a bit of a pain because of the hinging on an angle. So basically I've made some false panels to go in there like that. So that's when that's painted up, that'll run through. Obviously it'll actually line up when I'm not holding it with one hand, but that's going to go there. And then this cupboard is going to be a reach through cupboard, so that's just going to be for bedding. It just means that we don't have to have a hinge on like a funny angle there, which sort of I don't think it would work very well. So that was my plan, just to make sort of obviously the same on that side. Two sets of sort of bedding stuff in cupboards for the rock and roll bed. Brings another video to an end. Same as normal, please do hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, all that jazz, and I suppose we'll see you in the next one.